So don't give me any of this 21st century nonsense. Enoch's example of walking with God stands out because he walked with God in a world that was spiraling down into deep, deep wickedness. The question then is, well, what does the author of Hebrews want us to draw out from all of this? Look again at verse 5. He says, by faith, Enoch was taken up so that he would not see death, and he was not found because God took him up. For he obtained the witness that before his being taken up, he was pleasing to God. See, that's the heart of the matter right there, brothers and sisters. When we talk about Enoch, we have to understand that Enoch as a man was a man that pleased God. That's what the author of Hebrews wants us to notice and remember. Now, it's interesting. The Hebrew text of Genesis 5 describes Enoch as one who walked with God, but the Septuagint, which is the Greek translation of the Hebrew scriptures, translates it as Enoch pleased God, or he was pleasing to God. And that's the version, the Septuagint is the version that the author of Hebrews is quoting from here. Well, why did they go from walking with God to pleasing God? And the reason why is because the Greek translators viewed walking with God as this Hebrew idiom, an expression that meant that he lived his life in such a way that was pleasing to God. That's what it means to walk with God, to live your life in such a way that is pleasing to God. And so they translate it as he was pleasing to God because Enoch's daily walk with God, his close fellowship and obedient life of faith, wasn't just companionship with God, but it was more than that. It was communion with him that delighted the heart of God. So because Enoch trusted God and lived in relationship with him, desiring to do what was pleasing to him, he did, in fact, please God. As Psalm 147:11 reminds us, the Lord takes pleasure in those who fear him, in those who hope in his steadfast love. That's Enoch. He lived a life in reverent fear of God, and his hope was in God's steadfast love. He lived his life to please God, and he did please God by his faith. And as a result, in contrast to every other man mentioned in Genesis 5, which says, and he died, Enoch had a special departure.